very humble, simple man. And the intention, the niyat, that he want to bring back the Khilafah system back to the Muslim country. And he said, I will sponsor whatever cost that you need to revive back the system of Islamic Khalifa, because there is a bad system. Then you can see the justice, fairness for all. But when Aduullah, the enemy of Allah, knew of his plan, under whatever terms that we use here, yeah. So when you want rain, just pray Salat Istisqa, not Salatul Hajat. We are confused. Everything Hajat. Salat Istisqa, the Prophet have taught us. You want rain, this is the prayer. This is the intention. Yeah. But very sad, until today we don't, either we are ignorant. To say we are ignorant is not fair, because we have a lot of scholars around, but still we don't follow. So if you have knowledge but you don't follow, what is the difference between you and the people who have no knowledge? There's no difference. But Allah said there should be a difference between people of knowledge and people who don't have knowledge. People who say he follow Quran and Sunnah, there must be a difference between people who don't follow Quran and Sunnah. Giving the visitors of the prophets grave piece of paper with request to be handed to him, to thrown it into the window. This all is commercialized. I would love, if you have, before, I still remember when I was not yet a Muslim, I served the temple. I have nothing to worry about my food, because a lot of people, my people, love to eat. Because they love to eat, so before they want to ask anything from what kind of spirit they believe, they say he must feed that spirit first. So they will send food, barbecue, oranges, bananas, so many kind of food. They will send it where? To the temple, with good intention to offer. They say it's not right you ask God without giving him something. You feed him first, let him have a good breakfast, a good lunch. After that, now you make him happy. You rub his back and he will rub your back. So to them it's not corruption, it's kongsi. It's not corruption. And that's why until today they do business very successful, because they give first. To them it's not correct, it's I help you, you don't forget me. I have brought you to 5-star hotel and give you 5-star hotel room. I will prepare a ticket for your family, first class flight to anywhere you want to go. After that, don't forget me. I'm coming in. I'm coming with some document. To them, it's not correct. That is how they believe. Even to their God, they must feed their God first. After that, they don't ask that. They have to wait, patient, sabar. You don't go and send food. Give me now. No, sabar. And let whatever God that they believe have a good makan first. Then only they take their coin or the two kind of wood, and they throw. One flower, one head. One time, not yet. Second time, head, flower. Third time, head, flower. You have to wait for 3 times. I know because I'm doing that before. After 3 times, now means he have finished his lunch or high tea or dinner. You can start to talk business. And then you ask now, give me this, give me that, this blessing, that blessing. Tomorrow I have to go here. Tomorrow is weekend. The horse is moving. I don't know which horse is the fast horse. You know better than me. Please give me some sign. And sometimes they got some sign. If there is a caretaker there who go into trance, and then he is going to give you some sign, but he will not give you number. No gambling. Gambling haram. If you ask him for number, he slap you. You don't believe that gambling is haram, but he give you indication sign. Don't forget to give me 3 eggs, 4 type of flowers, 2 type of drinks. That one to us, we people, 3, 4 is coming up now. You don't ask, give me a number, you got a slap. But you must ask something, give me a sign here. 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 this. Just that to them is number. It's coming out. Then you see tomorrow everybody will go for that number. Sometimes it works. The shaitan work very hard. It works. And that is how the thing become more holier. Wow. This God is a loving God, God of mercy, who help you to overcome your poorness. Now you are rich because now the small area become bigger now, become more popular. That's why when we work in this area, we stay there, we serve the temple, we have a lot of food. So in Islam, you cannot do that. Don't think that the caretaker have that kind of power. I say, he is busy now, he's sleeping, don't disturb him. Want anything, write in letter, pass it to me. But don't just pass letter. You want me to pass it to him, You also make me happy. Give me a letter, plus. Service tax. Other tax only God knows. And then don't worry. Then now you can go. If you give me more, I put you priority. Because I get more from you. You got the classes, VIP, platinum, gold, silver. They also have all this kind of nonsense because everything become a business. So giving the visitors of the Prophet's grave pieces of paper with requests to be handed to him or thrown into the windows and so on. So all this is a kind of shirk. Various acts. Now this is the ending. Visiting the tomb of the unknown soldier, the unknown shaheed, and so on. If you want to visit some grave, it so happen you are there, it's okay, there's nothing wrong. But you don't travel all the way just to visit that grave. Because the Prophet ﷺ was reminded, and he also reminded his companions from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, لا تشد الرحال إلا إلى 3 مساجد مسجدي هذا ومسجد الحرام ومسجد الأقصى. The Prophet ﷺ did mention that none of you should waste your time and energy and your money to travel here and there except for 3 masjid. If people want to organize a trip, let's go to where? Spain, to look at the mosque. No. There's no value. But it so happens you are there for a visit. It's good to go to the historical area to have a look. Oh, this is how. But you want to go to Morocco just because of want to visit the mosque. Want to go to some place, the floating mosque. No, no. The only masjid that the Prophet said you can travel for that particular reason and spend your money for that is 3 masjid. Now the Prophet used the term very simple. Masjid haza. He was saying this when he was in Medina. So when come to Medina, he don't say Masjid Nabawiyah. He said Masjidi haza. Masjid my mosque. Masjid Nabawiyah. You don't use the word Masjid Nabawiyah. Say my mosque. This, the one that he was inside there when he was talking to his companion. Wal Masjid al-Haram, and Masjid al-Haram, Makkah. Wa Masjid al-Aqsa, and Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. This one, yes, because the Prophet said so. Yeah? If you want to say that this tomb, Maqam, is Shahid, you must have proof. But even you have, you just don't go there because of that. You don't go there because of that. You go to Medina because of Masjidil Nabawiyah. But since you are there, you visit the grave of the Prophet. Yes. Since you are there, you can visit the grave of the people of Baqi'. Yes. Since you are there, you can visit Al-Uhud and visit the grave of Hamza. Yes, no problem. But purposely, I go to Medina, I don't even want to pray in the masjid of the Prophet. I want to stay close to Uhud. I want only Uhud, Hamza. That will also forbidden by Islam, because you are taking the graveyard of Hamza as a place of ibadah. Oh, I want to go to Medina because I want to pray in Masjid Qiblatain. Yeah, this is a masjid, you have 2 Qibla, but you cannot. The Prophet said, travel only for 3 masjid. Since you are there, you want to visit, you can visit. Never the Prophet said about Quba, when the Quba have also some significance. Whoever prayed 2 rakat, the Prophet used to go to Quba every Saturday and perform 2 rakat prayer and come back. Because each 2 rakat prayer at Quba mosque, you get the reward of a umrah. But the Prophet now said, travel to Quba. No. You can travel and visit these 3 masajid. Important to have the right understanding. Visiting the tombs of famous people, often, sometimes, not yet Muslim, and placing flower or rest on them. You do some kind of, any offering, any kind of thing that you are doing there. All this is not been taught by our Prophet, neither the companion, neither the 4 Imams. Burying the dead in a masjid or building a masjid on a grave is forbidden. Laying down carpets and mats for the visitor to sit on them. This is not a place for you to do any camping, even go stand and make prayer. Erecting a tent over a deceased grave. Don't do that. Yeah. Offering food, drinks, showing hospitality towards those who visit a deceased grave. You don't have to do that. It's good for the living to visit the graves, on and off, because it reminds you about your time. You have to go there too, sooner or later. Recommending entering the graveyard with the right foot and exiting with the left. You don't have that. The only thing that you have is when you enter the toilet, left foot, coming out right. Entering the mosque, right, coming out left. There is a hadith on that. But to the graveyard, you don't have that. Yeah. Just enter in any foot you like and then give salam. Yeah. So brothers and sisters, if there's anything that you like to ask, now we are open for the Q&A, inshallah. And with the will of Allah, I was being informed that I don't know how many people who have attended my talk on the book Qada and Qadar before. If not, then the future class, the oncoming class, we are going back to the book Qada and Qadar. Because the book of Qadar is a very important subject where a lot of people fail until today to understand Qada and Qadar. And without having the right understanding of Qada and Qadar, we have a crisis of our iman. A lot of things happen today, and we say this, we say that all is because we have abandoned Qada and Qadar. Like we know better, because we don't understand Qada and Qadar. It's the last article of faith, but a very, very important one. Yeah? Any question for today's class? Fatafaddal.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah wabarakatuh.
Earlier,
small this great reward by offering salam, assalamu alaikum. If you stop there, you got 10 rewards. You said assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, 20 rewards. And you give me the chance to say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, I got 30 rewards because I gave a full salam. So don't underestimate this salam. Yeah? Small thing, but a great reward. Fadal, sister.
Earlier on you said about people who pass away after a long illness or you said will get husni khotimah.
I didn't say that. I'm saying that it is always better.
Better.
I not said long sickness. At least when they fall sick, when they are being confirmed, there is no more hope for them. That means they have time to prepare. Not for themselves, even those family members are more prepared. It's always better than those who die immediately and then everybody is caught by surprise. Now,
my arwah mother, she passed away on the day that she passed. Before she passed away, she woke up as normal after breakfast. She went next door. She lives next door to GE Mall with her mates. She went to have a look at the shops, and then she came back, and then she wanted some lunch, and then they gave it to her, and then she wanted to pray, which she did, and then she went to the toilet again after that, and then she came out and she felt dizzy, so the mates put her on a bed, and then about 2 hours later she passed away. So she didn't suffer much. I mean, not to us anyway. I was there just before she passed away.
Yeah.
And then she just went, and then she's gone. She didn't suffer. I mean, to me, to our eyes, she didn't suffer at all. So I tried to do CPR, but it didn't work. So are you telling me that she didn't have a husnul khotimah?
No, no. I won't say that there's no good, but I just remind a lot of people that don't always hope that I want to have that kind of ending. No? Because why? Because we are worried that we don't have enough time to prepare. We ourselves. But when we are been sick, bedridden, no, like our prophet, he will have some signals before that, high fever and so on. Then he just cannot even come and lead the prayer. Then people are getting very worried. People still got to continue with the prayer, but the prophet cannot come up anymore. Then suddenly he felt better. Then he went out. That's the time Abu Bakr was leading, and Abu Bakr realized the prophet just came out, and he quickly moved backward to allow the prophet to lead. The prophet signaled to him, carry on. So it now means that the prophet gone through a long suffering. No, that means he gives space. You fall sick, you get well for a while, sick again, you get well again. All these are also good sign. Good sign actually to prepare ourselves in case we want to remind something to our families, our next of kin, and also for us who are attending to them. They are not well, we are there to be dutiful to them, we attend to them. Also give us the opportunity to serve our parents, to be dutiful to them. We are there for them. And then suddenly they are gone. Alhamdulillah. We believe that if our parents have been doing all the good things, and then they do have some pain here and there, but they can still move. They are very mobile. They are not bedridden. It's not bad. It's not bad. At least you all know that she have been doing some good deeds before she passed away.
But she wasn't sick at all, Ustad. She wasn't.
No problem.
She
No
wasn't
problem.
sick.
No
she was
problem.
just going on the normal routine.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, but
Alhamdulillah.
but the night before she passed away, she asked me to stay with her, and she's asked me to stay with her several times
No.
during the month.
No.
But that particular night, I said no, because the next morning I had a checkup with the doctor, and I said I will come see her immediately after the checkup.
Okay.
And then when I said that, and she knew that she couldn't persuade me anymore, and she sort of cut herself off from me and started to decay and started to, and I didn't know that she was.
This is a lesson we learned today. One thing, but may Allah shower His mercy upon her. No. It's very important for us as children when our parents really want us to be around. Yeah. Just respond to it. I've seen something happening lately. The family members, when he was very sick, very ill, he always want his children and his grandchildren to come and see him. But Alhamdulillah, because of that, the children, the grandchildren always be there. You know? Sometimes it's good, but whatever have happened, Allah knows best. You know. But what is important, as a reminder, we know we have, to us, we are busy. We have also our thing to attend to. But if our parent in the future, or somebody who loves us so much, he hope that we can be with them for a while. Just be with them. Yeah. Because maybe that is the last time they want you to be with them. Yeah. But may Allah shower His mercy and blessing on her. Allahumma gfir laha warhamha wa fi'fu anha. Like I said again, if things happen like that, of course, we, the living one, feel very sad, very hurt, because we are not there. But when somebody has gone through suffer pain and bedridden, we are there to serve them. We see they open their eye today, tomorrow they can't open their eye, today they open again. We feel good that if the thing prolong, that means also give us more time to get ourselves prepared mentally, spiritually, physically. We are ready. So it's just like what happened like to our prophet. Suddenly he woke up, he feel okay, he went to the mosque, and suddenly he don't feel that good. He came back again. So when he passed away, Omar can accept it. You know. But when Abu Bakr came and calmed down the whole situation, whoever worship Muhammad, Muhammad is dead. Whoever worship Allah, Allah Hayyun Qayyum, Allah will never die. Then Omar come down. Yeah. May Allah bless us, inshallah. Yeah. Thanks for the. I think pass the mic to the sister behind to that, inshallah. Now. Faddal.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I have two questions here.
Okay.
One is it compulsory to do duha prayer every day? One.
To do what?
Duha prayer.
Duha. Okay.
Yes. And the second one is after taking our wudu, can we wipe off the water from with a towel to wipe off our face?
Okay.
Yeah, just know that. Thank you.
The first one is about Duha is a sunnah prayer that was recommended by our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But the unique about this Duha prayer is one companion said, I never seen Prophet Muhammad miss Duha prayer. But Aisha said, I never seen Prophet Muhammad perform Duha prayer. Too extreme. One companion said, I never seen the Prophet miss Duha prayer. Aisha said, I never seen Prophet Muhammad perform Duha prayer. No. When you look at these two hadiths, it seems to contradict one another. People who understand the science of hadith, the sunnah of the Prophet, will know how to help us to have the right understanding. If this prayer, sunnah prayer, is a prayer that the Prophet will do every day without miss, everybody who said about this will say the Prophet will never miss Duha prayer. But why Aisha said differently? It's because sometimes the Prophet will do it, sometimes the Prophet don't do it. And that's why when he was with Aisha, that he do not do it. That's why Aisha said, I've never seen him doing Duha. But especially because he is with another companion. So happened the time he was with this companion, he performed the Duha prayer. But if you do the Duha continuously, whoever he is with, everybody will say, yes, he performed it. When there is a saying of companion say this, another companion say that, both are trustworthy companions, then you know this is not a sunnah that the Prophet do it continuously. So do it is a sunnah, and not doing it also a sunnah. Sunnah fi'lihi wa sunnah tarqihi. And number two is about after making wudu. Can we use a towel to wipe our face because we do not want to wet other areas sometimes? No? Yeah, you can do that. There is nothing wrong at all. If you think you need to do that, yeah. Because while you are making your wudu, example, you are washing your hand. Though the water that you wash your hand is going to drop a little. Then you gargle, and then there's some water from here you are going to spit out. The one that the nose, you are going to blow out. It's out already. When you wipe, you wash your face. Before the ending of the wudu, you will see certain part of the body that you have washed, the one is dropping already. Only towards the end, before when to move away from the place when they wudu, so you want to wipe it, it is nothing wrong, no problem, no issue at all. Yeah, it's not that you must make yourself wet and start to walk and all the water drip, drop, drop, drop. No, it's not like that. The Prophet is telling us each time you wash which part of your body for wudu, the water that drops from that part is like Allah is wiping the sin of the hand, the sin of the nose, the sin of the tongue, and so on. Yeah, something like that. No problem to wipe it. Jazakallah khair. Any other questions for that sister?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum
Ustaz,
salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
just a simple question about Salah Tasbih. Could you explain that with evidence? So Salat Tasbih, please. Jazakallah.
The hadith of Salat Tasbih is from Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. They are saying that Ibn Abbas said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever at least once in a lifetime should pray Salatul Tasbih, or once in a year, and so on. And they have a very unique way of performing Salatul Tasbih, the recitation of Tasbih. There's a lot to recite. Yeah? We practiced that before. Later on, we have been informed, we've been exposed. There's a book called Majmu'at al-Mawdu'at, yeah? Meaning a collection of false hadiths by Shawkani. These are scholars of hadith who collected a lot of these hadiths to make sure that whether this hadith is authentic or not. From Shawkani research, he came out with a statement that Salatul Tasbih's hadith is not authentic at all, but then he made a comment later on. This kind of hadith is considered mawdu, false hadith, according to Shawkani. Yeah. Other scholars will say, no, this hadith is okay. But nobody dare to say, this hadith is under Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Sahih. They say, the level that they can say is okay. Now, if a salat that is highly recommended by the Prophet, normally no scholar will have any dispute. Normally. That's why you don't have dispute about Tuha. You don't have dispute on Istikhara. No dispute on Istisqa. No dispute on Salat the Qabliyah or Ba'diyah, because the hadith is very clear. But when you come to an hadith, talk about a prayer, and it's not fardu, sunnah prayer, and there is a lot of a kind of contradiction. So scholars of hadith sometimes will come up with a guideline. إذا تردد بين سنة أو بدعة فتركها لازم. If there is a contradiction between this is sunnah and this is not at all, it's a sunnah, and there's another say no, this is not on authentic hadith, then staying away is better. Yeah, staying away is better. So that is how the stand of Salatul Tasbih. Very popular, yeah. But if this is something that is common, no one, or the scholar of hadith or the companion, will say anything. Everybody will agree upon. Yeah. It's just like all the sunnah, qabliyah and ba'diyah, nobody dispute, because every chain of narration is okay. But when you come to a particular ibadah, where some said okay, some said no, then it's better to stay away. Because it's just a sunnah. You know? That's why they say it is just a sunnah. But that sunnah is being disputed now. Yeah? It's like what the Prophet said, anything that is doubtful, correct or not, stay away. Because something right is clear cut, no more doubts. Yeah? And something that is not right also is clear cut, but in between you will encounter a lot of gray areas. Anything that you encounter in the gray area, the safe thing for us to do first, stay away. Now that is the stand. Yeah?
Jazakallah.
Any two more last questions from one from the brothers, if there is any from the brothers? None from the brothers. Back to the sisters. And I give two more questions, but if there's no more two, one more question. Any last question from the sisters? If there's no more question, please, if you have one, inshallah. Give Sister Farida, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Ustad, last Sunday you mentioned something about your Japanese mosque project.
Correct.
And also
about Sulawesi.
Yeah. So, but I don't know anymore. I don't have the details.
Correct.
On how to go about.
Yes, because I was being reminded, it's good that we can blast out through our website. Yeah? But I was planning with my team yet. But the thing that I'm sharing with the brothers and the sisters last Sunday is that we have a new project in Tokyo to build a new mosque, meaning they have purchased the old building and they have to demolish that building at the end of the year, inshallah, because there are still two more tenants staying there. And with the will of Allah, because that building is old, so there's a lot of problem, electrical problem, water problem, that the one Salam Foundation who have bought over the land, that building, that block, who is a bigger one than the present one. I was there to pay a visit, and we made our prayer there also, pray our Zohar and Asar there. And this building, inshallah, once they have to demolish it, is better. If you want to just renovation, you have a lot of problems still. And that is how the Japanese way of doing things. All the old building, you buy it over, you demolish, and they will rebuild it again. Yeah? It may cost us about 7 more million US dollars. Yeah? But the chairperson, the founder of Salam Foundation, if I'm not wrong, they have raised up at least from his own property that he sold and get the money to buy this old building. He have raised up at least more than 4 million US. Yeah? So slowly we are trying to do what we can, and we have a plan also to visit some Middle East country who are responsible in helping to build mosques, but nothing been finalized yet. They have seen the area, but nothing solid yet coming from any direction. So that is just for that block, and there's another block beside. If are ready to be, yeah, they are going to sell it also. If they are planning, if we have more to buy over, then the thing will expand so that we can do a lot of activities. Yeah? Everything is been planned over there, you know. So this is just some info that I can share with you. There is one project for Tokyo, yeah, because the old building now for Jumat prayer sometimes you have to do 2-3 Jumat, 2 or 3 times, because there are a lot of people coming for prayer. The Muslim is growing, and the place is still too small. They have to pray outside on the road. And then they got the 5-story building now, the existing one, but only 3 level is using for prayer. The rest is not. Is where the workers stay, the imams, and they have to pray until the roadside. And the old mosque is just beside 2-3 doors. Beside them is where the butcher is there, and the one who is doing the meat, the butcher is khinzir butcher. It don't look nice, you know. They do wash it; they are very clean, but we don't feel good. But may Allah make it easy. So whoever have the intention, we are trying to come up with a proper info. Then you can just let us know, whoever want to participate in the mosque project. And also the second one is about the Sulawesi, for the people who experience tsunami over there. These are the 2 things that we are promoting at present. Yeah? But the information, one we have come out with this proper info, we'll let you know, inshallah. Yeah? Yes, sister. We have the last one again now. Where's the mic, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Faddali.
My apology for the last question. It just got to my mind in relations to the salat that you said there's no dispute. I would like to have a reconfirmation from you about salat hajat. Thank you.
Yeah. The same go to Salatul Hajjah when the scholar of Hadith gathered together, so-called all the different Hadiths talk about Salatul Hajjah. The conclusion that they made is that no authentic Hadith on Salatul Hajjah. Yeah. There's many Hadiths who say this, say that, but the conclusion of the scholar of Hadith is there's no authentic hadith on that. Yeah? It's important for us who want to try to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to be very careful. Something that is solid, carry on. Something that is a gray area, you just stay away. That will be the best. Yeah? You don't lose anything by not to do that, because it is not a clear-cut hadith. Yeah? So 2 things that we end here today is Salatul Tasbih and Salatul Hajjah, because it so happen we are so used with that both. Anytime when the Qiyamul Layl, this both will be introduced. Yeah? So we hope that we will make tahajjud. Yes, no one dispute dispute about tahajjud. Highly recommended. Yeah. Witir, no one dispute, and so on. Yeah. So may Allah help us to do what is right, and so that we don't waste our time doing things that is not authentic. Yeah. So lastly, I would like to remind all the good sisters who have children, who have also in-laws with you. Sometimes your children may be, alhamdulillah, love the deen, but how about your in-laws? We have no idea. The son-in-law or the daughter-in-law. It's good, always remind them what you have learned, and make sure that if possible, like what I said, remind them what to do if something happened to all of us. Yeah. If our children who have been very consistent with the classes that we attend, they also attend, they learn the same thing, is easier. When you don't have the same kind of references, then we worry that we may learn so many things. We say this is wrong, is wrong. At the end of the day, when we die, all the wrong thing that we say is wrong is coming back to us. So that is not a good sign. You know? So it's wise for us to prepare and get our children involved. Either you can call them to see us together one day, let us explain, and if they have anything to ask, let us clear their doubts, and when they have the right understanding, like I said, to make it clearer, better, easier for everybody, people don't dispute anymore, is to write a standard letter, everybody sign. At least you have done your level best. The world today is very different. If you don't have any black and white, people can still argue, and people have no respect to your wish. You may have your wish, you have your will. It's good to organize things. Yeah, inshallah. We'll see you again next week, inshallah. And also, we will move to the next book, Qada and Qadar. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت استغفرك وأتوب إليك وبلا توفيقي والآخر دعوانا والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.